So how is it going? Activision, Dank Dan here, and where do I begin? Well, let's just make this as quick and painless as we can. So already, ever since Modern Warfare 2 came out, COD has been pushing this whole thing with the code of conduct. You know, we've all seen this image, play nice with each other, don't cause any problems, create a wholesome environment. So today, anyone in North America who loads into Call of Duty will be met with an image, and if you go over to the notification icon, however you want to access it, you will be met with a notification that now the voice chats are being recorded in real time at all times and are being moderated continuously. So how exactly does this work? Well, this means that right now you actually have an AI-powered voice chat moderator. Yeah, that means that an AI is listening to literally everything you say while in game chat. For those of you who are in a Discord call or in a party chat on respective consoles, this doesn't affect you. This only affects people on, well, game chat. So what does this mean? Their goal is to identify in real time and enforce against toxic speech, which they claim includes hate speech, discriminatory language, harassment, etc. And that this was a development that's pretty much meant to make moderation systems led by Call of Duty and work towards creating something that works, and eventually is going to be featured across multiple languages. As such, right now we have the initial beta rollout, which is focused on the majority of the player base, which is in North America. That's live right now. So as you're watching this video, you're being watched for everything you play. With an overall worldwide release, the second Modern Warfare 3 drops on November 10th, it'll become available across the world with the exclusion of Asia. And it'll start off in English, and eventually it'll include other languages such as Spanish. It might include French, Italian, Russian, other various languages across the board until eventually it covers everything. So some people might be sitting here going, well, that's going to be a lot of people getting knocked out. And this is where the concerns start to roll in. Because it's not like we're completely against it. And what do I mean by that? By that, I mean, let's face it, if someone drops the N-word with a hard R, yeah, sure. Throw the person out, because let's face it, you need to come up with a better insult and a better choice of vocabulary. If someone decides to choose some other various words, like, we all know where that too far line is drawn. We also know where that line isn't drawn. Playful banter. Hey, do you want to land your shots someday, or should I get Stevie Wonder to take your shots for you? Stuff like that, they're claiming, will be allowed across the board. So trash talk will be allowed, but here's where the question lies. My biggest concern about this is a couple of things. A, where's that fine line? Where is the line where trash talk ends and toxicity begins? Because every bit of trash talk has a little hint of toxicity that can be perceived as playful, and some people can perceive it as harmful. Where is that fine line? Because what's okay for one person is not okay for another person. So it turns into a case of, is it an all or nothing? They even give you the option to turn off your voice chat, which I'm sure plenty of people are going to be doing. Already have people who are just going to use Discord and use party chats to just avoid the BS as it is. But here's where my question lies. Okay, so you're going to have this start off in English. Eventually it's going to be Spanish. In other words, what happens when someone's speaking English and accidentally says a word that's slang in another language? What happens if someone has a lisp? I'm sure everyone knows someone with a lisp, and if you try to get them to say a certain word, it comes out sounding like a word that's really derogatory, just for entertainment's sake, and guess what ends up happening? Now you have to question, how's that going to be reviewed? Because yes, they claim it's going to be reviewed by a real person, but is that a surefire guarantee? Are they actually going to sit through every single case and decide, is it that way, or are they just going to start outright banning people if they even think that is toxicity? I'll leave that up to you guys to decide and kind of talk amongst yourselves, because while I'm in favor of getting rid of the overly toxic stuff, I long for the level of trash talking that Call of Duty is known for. That's something that deserves to stay. That playful trash talking, everyone telling each other to go fuck themselves, and coming up with the most out-of-pocket but hilarious insults that have you rolling over in stitches, that have countless videos spanning back to the first COD games that had voice chat enabled. Something like that deserves to be preserved while pushing out idiots who don't know, what words you should say and what words you should honestly keep to yourself. So with that being said, I want to hear in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on this whole code of conduct and letting an AI decide what you're saying and whether or not it's right? So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, looking forward to reading that comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment down below, as well as click that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow us on all of our socials. And you guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing. Do it wholeheartedly. And this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to click that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers. What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.